Hello students, welcome to your English composition class. In today's lecture, we will learn how to write an article. So, are you having any trouble with your writing skills? Okay, watch this and you will find good and simple advice to make things much easier and your compositions much better, even impressive. Just follow a few steps. Most people feel somehow at a loss when they have to write a composition or an essay. They think for a moment and they start writing and writing and writing till they consider it till they consider it is time to finish, and so they finish. That is probably the worst approach to composition writing. You must be talented and very experienced if you expect to write good composition that way. First thing to consider is that a composition is not simply a piece of writing. It must be composed. Now let us talk about the format of an article. First of all, the title. Title usually 5 words are ideal, but there are no hard and fast rules. The title can be a single word or a phrase. It should be descriptive but brief, catchy, thought provoking, inviting, or surprising. It can be an appeal or a warning, depending upon the nature of the write up. And the things to be kept in mind while writing an article and writing the title for it are the things like center the title, means the title should appear in the center of the line. And the next most important thing is capitalize the words, which are like this. You should capitalize the words which are nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs. Don't capitalize grammatical words like prepositions, connectors, articles, except if they start or finish the sentence or they go after a colon. The next thing to remember is if a quotation appears in the title, use a capital for the first word in the quotation. And the next thing is don't write a sentence like subject plus verb plus complement as a title and don't write a sentence that is subject plus verb plus complements as a title, and don't finish the title with a stop. And the next thing is don't underline the title. The good example of a good title is Life in a Village. It's given on your screen. Example of a good title, Life in a Village. L is capital and V is capital. Examples of bad titles are like Life in a Village. Look at the example. Life in a Village, full stop. Here V is small and full stop is there. We don't need full stop and we need to put V capital. So village needs capitalization because it's a noun and also the last word. So the next thing is the next example is I prefer to live in a village. Full stop. No final stop is required. Prefer, live and village must be capitalized. This is a sentence with subject, verb and a complement. So it's a wrong title. It's wrong for a title. The next example of a bad title is a village colon the best place to live, underlined. A needs capitalization because it begins the title. Also the because it goes after a colon, and titles can't be underlined. So these are the things which are to be kept in mind while writing the title or the heading of an article. The next thing required while writing an article is the name of the writer. It should be followed by a hyphen. Let's move on to the next. First one is the first paragraph. So for the first paragraph, a good article consists of several paragraphs usually. These can be 3 or 4 for an examination purpose. Each paragraph deals with only one main idea. point or argument. Sentences and ideas in each paragraph should be linked together with linking and cohesive devices. So, in an examination, nothing is written purposelessly. All the writing tasks have to have a specific purpose. Before writing an article, make sure whether you are writing to inform people, to persuade them, to entertain them, or to convince them. Clarity of purpose will ensure clarity in the choice of the style and vocabulary. So, paragraph 1, uh, opening sentence. Put a rhetorical question or give some startling facts or statistics. So, to draw the attention of the reader, you should put these things. It can be a question or it can be some surprising facts or some statistics. And in the opening sentence 1 and opening sentence 2 and opening sentence 3, you should add ideas to support the main opening sentence. So this will be your first paragraph, and you should target the readers. Who are the potential readers of your article? You should keep it in mind. Are they students? Are they educated people, experts, or the subject of your write-up, or laymen? Are you writing for a newspaper, a school magazine, or an essay writing competition, or a public speaking contest? Be sure about this before you attempt to write your article. So you should plan before you pen down. Before you start writing, read the topic and accompanying instructions carefully. This is very important. Make use of the given hints, notes, visuals, etc. Brainstorm for 3 to 5 minutes and note down as many ideas as you can think of. Then only keep the ideas you want to use and discard the others. Now you are ready to make the first draft. Before you really begin in, decide the number of paragraphs you need to use and what a major idea each of the paragraph will contain. So these are the things, very important things which are to be kept in mind. Then paragraph 2. Opening sentence. Paragraph 2 is meant for further details, and opening sentence should also have the further details. And all the other sentences means which are supporting to the opening sentence are opening sentence 1, 2, and 3. So for all these sentences, you should include merits, demerits, causes, consequences, effects, advantages, disadvantages, examples, causes and statistics, etc. So this will be your second paragraph. And in the third paragraph, opening sentence and opening sentence 1, 2, and 3 should have you should sum up the main ideas, give your opinion, give your comments, criticism, and recommendations. This will be your third paragraph. And in the four paragraph should be very brief. It can be of 2, 3 lines. So you should conclude with a hope, with a warning, an appeal, or a call for action. So so you should check the specified limit of whole article also. This way you can write a very good piece of writing. The further instructions which are further things which are to be kept in mind can be most students fail to get good marks in their writing section simply because their vocabulary is inadequate and the range of grammatical structures they use is limited. Therefore, instead of using difficult and high sounding words, use a variety of words specific to the given topic, taking special care not to repeat them too often. The same is true of grammatical structures. So, you should keep in mind the unity of the paragraph also. Each paragraph should deal with only one major idea which is conveyed in a single sentence called topic sentence. All other sentences contain supporting ideas. So you should keep in mind the coherence also. Coherence means the proper arrangement and interrelation of ideas and sentences. If a paragraph, if in a paragraph one idea or sentence leads to another in such a manner that there is continuous logical progression of thought, it will have the quality of coherence or clarity. So, a lot of relevant information is available in the rubrics, means question statement, and the visual verbal input accompanying it. The information needs to be interpreted, edited, and rewritten as per the needs of the article. So, you should have a lot of research also. So, students, you need to research your topic. For example, for an article on child labor, they will need to know the statistics on child laborers in India and information regarding their plight, as well as information about what the government and non-government organizations are doing for them. Such information can be easily collected from newspapers, magazines, and websites. Students who do their research well will never fail short of points. So that's all for article writing. Hope you have understood well. Thanks.